Parties have reached a partial agreement on this suit affecting the parent-child relationship. I'll read the agreements into the record and then take testimony over the other portions. Parties stipulate that there has been no family violence and there's no need for a non-disclosure. Parties are in agreement that the parents will have joint managing conservatorship and the mother will designate the primary residence of the child or children, in this case, to Dallas and contiguous counties. Parties are in agreement that there should be a standard possession order for visitation, that Medicaid should be ordered as the insurance, since neither has insurance available to them at a reasonable cost. Parties stipulate that Mr. Morris does not have any other children, and there's no request for medical support or dental support retroactively. Parties stipulate in the father's jobs with a total gross monthly income of $2,405. Disagreement comes to the other portion. I will now call the mother. Ma'am, can you state your name for the record?
Danielle Johnson.
And ma'am, what's the name of the child or children in this case?
Kingston Morris.
And how old is that child?
He's 1.
And he lives with you?
Yes, ma'am.
And you do not live with the father, correct?
No, ma'am.
Okay, did you hear the agreements I read into the record?
Yes, ma'am.
Are those still your agreements?
Yes.
The state has calculated child support at $392. Are you okay with that?
Yes, ma'am.
The state has calculated medical support at an amount of $150. Are you okay with that?
Yes.
And is it true that you're asking for retroactive child support?
Yes.
Are you requesting back child support?
Yes.
Okay. Since the child has been born, has Mr. Morris provided you any financial support?
Yes.
How much?
I'm not able to calculate, but I told the lady around $600 to $700.
Okay. Ma'am, is there anything else that you would like to add?
No, ma'am.
Okay. I pass this witness. I call the father. Sir, can you state your name for the record?
Monday Morris.
And sir, did you hear the agreements that I read into the record?
Yes.
Are those still your agreements?
Yes.
Okay. And sir, are you okay with paying $392 in child support?
No.
Why?
Because I didn't this is my first time through this process. I don't what's the I just I'm asking questions because I really genuinely don't know. So like what is the 392 a gauge of?
Sir, let me ask you, let me give you some information. Do you understand that child support is ordered monthly to pay an amount every month?
Mm-hmm.
Is that a yes?
Yes.
And sir, do you understand that the state calculated guideline support, which means a mathematical formula based on your income? That's how we came up with child support amount. Do you understand that part?
Okay.
And is it
Okay.
true, sir, that you work detailing cars at $16 an hour, 32 hours a week?
Yes.
And is it true, sir, that you work security for AT&T Stadium about, not very regularly, but about $256 a month gross? Is that true?
That's about right.
So it sounds about right. Is it true that if we add those two amounts together, that you are about a gross income of $2,405? Does that make sense?
That sounds about right.
Okay,
I told the lady, the lady I was talking to prior to this, I just started working these jobs, so like I haven't just like I'm still within like the 90-day probation periods on both jobs. So like I haven't really just got to doing my math even with that yet. But that sounds about right.
thank you. And sir, in the last, since the child was born, how much money have you provided to the mother for support?
Mm, don't I don't have a disclosed amount.
Did you hear the mother's testimony of $600 to $700 that you provided her?
Um yeah, and that's been within like the past month or so, like probably like within the past couple months, 2 months. So I don't know if that's for the whole, like, for the whole year he's been born, but yeah, I heard that.
Okay. Did you guys ever live together?
Yes,
When did you stop living together?
like end of January, middle of January.
Okay. I pass this witness. Your Honor, if I can just call the mother on the narrow issue of when they stop living together, because that'll determine the state's recommendation on retroactive support.
Sure.
Ma'am, can you restate your name?
Danielle Johnson.
Ma'am, when did you and the father stop living together?
By living together, do you mean sharing an address or just us staying over each other's houses?
Staying, sleeping in the same house every night.
For me, my definition would be y'all help pay each other's bills. Y'all are living
No.
together,
No, we don't live together then.
And
not having sex or come to date or whatever. I'm talking about y'all split bills. That kind
No,
of.
we don't live in the
okay,
same, we don't share that same address.
nah, we've never done that.
I didn't ask you a question, Mr. Morris. You're not being asked
That's
right now. Okay, go ahead, Ms. Correa.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor. I have enough information to make a recommendation.
Okay.
All right. Your Honor, I'd ask that the agreements be accepted. I'd ask that child support and medical support be ordered as calculated. Regarding retroactive support, the state would recommend $5,880, but then after giving
It's the kind of number that makes everyone realize what's really at stake.
the father credit for $650, between the $600 and $700 amount, for a judgment to be ordered in the amount of $5,230 to be paid out at $77 per month, the state rest.
All right, the parts y'all agreed to, those are all fine. Child support generally, Mr. Morris, is going to be 20% of your income. If you have an additional child with an additional lady, it's going to be another 20%. If you have a third child with a third lady, it's going to be another 20%. So you're talking just between, if you had 3 kids with 3 different mothers, maybe about almost 60% of your income going to child support. And that doesn't include medical costs. That does not include any back child support. That would be in addition to that. So when we calculated the child support, it's basically 20% of your income. But I just want you to know that for the future, that if you choose to have another child, understand that it might be another 20% that you got to pay, maybe another 30% if you add in all the other stuff. So with just a math calculation based on how much you earn and 20% of that. So that's where they got the 392. Of course, it can vary depending on what your income is. Now, neither one of you have private insurance available to you at a reasonable cost. If that becomes available in the future, then we can change that part as far as the medical is concerned. If you find out that insurance is cheaper than $150 a month at your job when you finish the probation, then go ahead and enroll the child on your insurance. Probably enroll yourself as well, and then give the mother and the Attorney General's office a copy of the insurance card if you want to do that, and then they can stop charging you the additional 150. You'll still have to pay child support and anything you owe for the back child support, but you won't have to pay the medical if the child's no longer on Medicaid. but you do have to have private insurance. All right, retroactive support. It looks like, I mean, if you don't know how much you gave her, Mr. Morris, I don't know what you gave her. That's where Ms. Correa asked you questions about how much. We don't know. We have no idea. I'm going to go with Ms. Johnson's number. She said it was 600 or 700. So let's go with the higher number, which is the 700. And we subtract that from what you should have paid between the child being born and today. That's a judgment of $5,230. It doesn't count if, like I said, if y'all were not living together, unless y'all were helping to pay each other's bills, like you're half in the rent and half in the other bills, and that's what I call living together. Otherwise, you're just sleeping over for the night. That's not really living together. That's just visiting. So I cannot credit you with that time. And so you owe that money. I'm going to lower the payment though to $50 instead of $75. You can always pay more if you want to pay down that balance. But I know it's going to be a lot all at one time. So I'm going to lower it to 50 instead of 75. And then court cost bill to Mr. Morris. The Attorney General's office will draft an order with all that in there. Please read it. It should answer most of your questions that you might have after court today. You should get that in the next couple of days by email or letter. All right, you're both done with court. You can press leave on the Zoom to exit out. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
The judge delivers a firm lecture, warning the father about future child support costs and lowering payments slightly. But her tone says it all. It's a powerful moment of authority and consequence that leaves no room for misunderstanding. And that wraps it up, guys. If you found this case as eye-opening as we did, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you in the next Courtroom Showdown.